You split out of your egg casing underwater, and the first thing your body does is swim upward. Not because you decided to. Your muscles do it automatically. You don't have a brain capable of decisions yet. You have a head, a thorax, a segmented abdomen, and a breathing siphon at your tail that you need to press against the water's surface every few seconds or you drown. This is day 1. You are 1 millimeter long. You live in stagnant water, a pond, a puddle, a water-filled crack in a wall, a bottle cap sitting in the rain. You spend your first day learning one motion: swim up, breathe, sink, repeat. There is nothing else to do yet. There is nothing else you can do yet. On the second day, you find food. You are not a predator. You filter microorganisms and algae from the water using a pair of mouth brushes that rotate constantly, sweeping particles inward. You don't choose what you eat whatever the current brings, you eat all day. You are going to spend 10 days doing this. Around you, the water is not safe. Dragonfly nymphs sit motionless in the silt below, waiting for larvae to drift into range. They don't chase, they don't need to. They wait, and then they strike, and their strike takes 11 milliseconds. Water striders patrol the surface above you. Small fish hold position at the edge of the weed line. Every few hours, something disappears from the cluster that hatched with you. You were 200 when you started. You are fewer now. You molt on day 3. Your exoskeleton splits along the back and you pull yourself out of it. You are briefly exposed, soft, pale, slower than usual while the new skin hardens. This is when the dragonfly nymphs take the most. The molting ones can't move fast enough. You harden in time. You molt again on day 5, again on day 7. Again on day 9. Each time, you are a little larger. Each time, skip forward. Day 10, your body stops eating and starts changing. The larva stage is over. You enter the pupa stage, a comma-shaped casing that floats at the surface, breathing through 2 tubes at the top of its head. You are inside it. You are not moving. You are not eating. You are dissolving. Not metaphorically. Your larval body breaks itself down into a soup of cells, and those cells rebuild into something completely different. Wings where there were none. Legs that fold into a different configuration. A head that reorganizes around a new set of structures. You will be unrecognizable to anything that saw you a week ago. This takes 2 days. On day 12, the pupal casing splits open at the surface. You have to stand on the water to let your wings dry. Not hover over it. Stand on it. The surface tension holds you for 30 seconds while your wings extend and harden. You cannot fly yet. You cannot leave yet. Birds scan the surface. Fish watch from below. You are standing on top of the water, completely exposed, and there's nothing you can do except wait for your wings to work. They work. You lift off. Skip forward. You are a fully formed adult male mosquito. You are 4 millimeters long. Your body weighs less than a milligram. Your wings beat 500 times per second, generating a tone in the range of 450 to 600 hertz, the sound that every human within earshot has learned to dread. You know the one. The thin whine that finds your ear the second the lights go out and vanishes the instant you sit up and turn on the lamp. That's not a threat. That's just wings. 500 beats a second, inches from your face. You have compound eyes that give you nearly 360-degree vision. You have antennae covered in thousands of fine hairs, each one tuned to detect sound, air pressure changes, chemical signals. You are built to find one thing. You will spend your entire adult life trying to find it. But first, there is something you need to understand about yourself. You cannot bite. The proboscis, the long, needle-like structure at the front of your face, the one every human recognizes, the one they fear is yours. You have it. But yours is not the same as the female's. Hers has 6 interlocking stylets, 2 for cutting, 2 for anchoring, 1 that injects saliva, 1 that draws blood. Hers is sharp enough to penetrate skin with 1,000th the force it would take a needle. Hers carries proteins that stop blood from clotting, suppress the immune response, thin the walls of capillaries so the blood flows freely. Yours is too soft to cut anything. You were not built with the cutting stylets. You were not given the saliva enzymes. You have the housing of a weapon with none of the mechanism inside it. The only thing your proboscis is capable of doing is drinking from a flower, nectar. fruit juice, sugar water. The same thing a bee does. You have never drawn blood. You cannot draw blood. You are biologically incapable of it. Every human who has ever been bitten by a mosquito was bitten by a female. Most people refuse to believe that the first time they hear it. Go ahead, try to remember a single male biting you. You never have, you never will. There is no mouth on this planet less capable of it than yours. Only females need blood. It provides the protein required to develop eggs. Males never need it, were never built for it, and spend their entire lives drinking from plants. You are a mosquito. You drink from flowers. Nobody knows this about you. Skip forward. At dusk, you find the swarm. It is above a gap in the tree line, a visual landmark the males use to anchor the swarm location. Hundreds of you are already there, hovering in a column, beating your wings in the fading light. The sound is dense, layered, a wall of wing beats at slightly different frequencies, all overlapping. Every male in this swarm hatched from the same pond system within the last few days. Every one of you has the same purpose. You join the column. You rise and fall in a rhythmic pattern, not flying forward, not flying away, just hovering and dipping and rising, the pattern that signals fitness to a female. The males who hover steadily, whose wings beat with the most consistent frequency, are the ones females are more likely to select. Your antennae are tuned to detect 400 Hz. That is the wing beat frequency of a female. Every sensory system you have is pointed at a single question. Is that 400 Hz signal in the air yet? It isn't. You wait. Around you, other males are waiting too. Some have been here since last night. Males live between 6 and 10 days as adults. A few of the ones in this swarm will be dead before dawn. Their energy reserves run out and they simply stop flying. There is no warning. They are there and then they are not. A bat makes a pass through the swarm. It is a pipistrelle, small, fast, capable of catching insects in complete darkness using echolocation that updates 200 times per second. It takes 2 males on the first pass and 3 on the second. It does not aim. It flies through the densest part of the swarm and takes what its mouth catches. It will make 8 more passes tonight. The swarm reforms around the gaps. You are still in it. The 400 Hz signal enters the swarm at 8:43 p.m. She is larger than any of the males. She enters from below, flying upward through the edge of the column. Immediately, the males closest to her drop toward her, adjusting their wing beat to harmonize with hers, a behavior that happens faster than conscious thought, faster than choice. Contact in the air. It takes under 30 seconds. She will only do this once in her lifetime. If she mates with you, she will not mate again. She mates with you. She pulls away before you have fully registered what happened. She descends out of the swarm and is gone. You are still hovering in the column. You have done the only thing your adult body was designed to do. Skip forward. The next morning, she is hunting. She uses carbon dioxide, the breath you exhale, to locate a host from 50 meters away. She uses body heat to narrow the range. She uses the chemical compounds on your skin to confirm the target. She lands on a human forearm, presses her proboscis against the skin, and cuts through in under a second. Her saliva enters the wound before the blood starts flowing. It numbs the site, it suppresses the immune response, it thins the blood. She drinks. If she's carrying malaria, plasmodium parasites picked up from a previous host, they travel into the bloodstream now. If she's carrying dengue, yellow fever, West Nile virus, they travel now. Mosquitoes are responsible for nearly 700,000 human deaths every year, more than any other animal on Earth. More than sharks, crocodiles, snakes, lions, and hippos combined. There is one country on Earth your kind has never managed to conquer. Not because it's too cold, the Arctic is full of you. Iceland simply has none, and scientists still aren't fully sure why. She will bite 3 or 4 more hosts before she dies. You are on a flower 2 kilometers away. You found a patch of flowering plants near a stream this morning, and you have been here since sunrise, moving between blossoms, drinking nectar through your soft proboscis. This is your life between dusk swarms. Flower to flower, sugar to sugar. You are not looking for blood. You are not carrying disease to anyone. You are a mosquito on a flower in the morning sun, doing the same thing a bee would do, And you have no idea that somewhere your species is being blamed for the worst death toll in the animal kingdom. You don't know what biting is. Skip forward. Day 6. A swift, a small bird that catches insects entirely in flight, never landing except to nest, takes you from the air at 7:14 p.m. It has been hunting the swarm for 3 evenings. Swifts can consume 3,000 insects in a single day during breeding season. To a swift, a swarm of male mosquitoes is a food source, not a threat. They don't check what kind of mosquito it is. They don't distinguish between the females that bite and the males that don't. You are all the same size, the same shape, the same wing sound. You were flying toward the 400 Hz frequency. You had found it. Somewhere on the ground below the swarm, a human is slapping at a mosquito on their arm. It's a female. It's always a female. But the human doesn't know that and has never stopped to think about it. To them, there is only one kind of mosquito, the kind you swat. You spent 6 days on this earth. You drank nectar. You flew at dusk. You never bit anyone, not once, not ever. Not capable of it. Nobody will remember you any differently. But 6 days is still 6 days. You drank, you flew at dusk, you had a mouth. There's a creature that never gets even that. 2 years underwater, then it climbs into the air, sealed shut, no mouth at all. It can't eat, it can't drink. It gets 1 day to find a mate, and then it's over, having never tasted a single thing. Go watch Why It Sucks to Be Born as a Mayfly. It's on your screen now.